right. All right, everybody. Welcome. This is Blue 42, and today we got a very special guest. Yesterday we got Evan Dansby in the house. What's going on, Evan?
Yo. What's up, Big Blue, bro? Long awaited. Finally here.
Everything good. So, Evan, somebody who's been in the NFL, who's currently a free agent, can you let us know basically what the process is right now in preseason? As far as, depth chart, playing time, how many players are going to make the team, and what exactly the coaches are looking for.
Okay. Well, shit, from my experience, man, I mean, you basically, you're going to go in the rookie mini camp, those guys who get, picked up early, those guys that got drafted, those guys that might got, free agent contracts, man, they go in the rookie mini camp, they grind for a little bit, then they go out, have a little time off, and then you have your OTAs, unmandatory, then you have your mandatory OTAs, bro. And then, man, you come back, man, and training camp starts, man. And that process is more like, that's when the training wheels come off, you know what I'm saying? Because, throughout, the rookie mini camps and the OTAs and, the different workouts, it's kind of be like, it's preschool and they kind of, building you up to a point, you know what I'm saying? And so, once training camp start, man, it's this dog eat dog out there, man. And the reps are, very valuable every day because the reps are limited, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just taking my experience, and coach, I come in as a free agent guy that's off the street, when I'm in Minnesota, 2 years ago. And you go there, man, you ain't getting but like one or two reps of practice in team period. So
okay.
So
can you get close to the mic real quick? Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't getting but 1 or 2 reps in team period. So, you gotta kind of, fit in where you can get in and make your niche somewhere where you can so these guys to see you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, man, that come in for me as a DB, that came in the one-on-one sessions. They came in a lot of these special team periods, man. We had an old cat around there, man, Mike Westall.
Okay.
He's a guy that's a lot of people know been around the NFL, man, 40 years almost, I think. I think he might be in the Hall of Fame now for a special teams coach. And, man, one day, I'm just going through my regulars, and he was like, hey, man, he come to me, hey, Dansby, come in, let me holler at you, man. And he always talking parables, man. So he just came to me one day, he was like, look, man, you ain't going to make this team playing DB. It's gonna come from your special team play. And I was used to playing a lot of special teams, anyway, because I played a lot of special teams in college. That's one thing that helped me get my opportunity in the league was playing special team, man.
Yeah.
Was returning kicks or, running down on kick return, kick off or punt return, gunner or missile. So, all that stuff, they play a part in making the team, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that because I'm just thinking about 90% of the guys that I play with, they played on special teams for probably like 3 to 5 years before I ever seen them get in the game at their actual position.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna see that, man, at every level. In high school, you got your freshmen and your sophomores out there. In college, you got your freshmen, red shirt freshmen, sophomores, guys who ain't really playing a lot, but maybe backups. A lot of them gonna play special teams. And in the NFL, man, the special team game has definitely changed. You see now, I was at Tusculum, I made my niche off returning kickoffs. But when you get to the league, the kicker, ain't nobody returning kickoffs no more. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, damn, I gotta learn how to catch punts. You know what I'm saying? In the NFL, these hang time on these joints, they up there. You know what I'm saying? And these guys kicking it where you gotta know how to judge it. And then because they want to do is can you catch them? That's the most important thing. Can you catch the kicks? The punts when they punt them to you. But with special teams, man, they definitely play a part because when you're in training camp, man, what many people don't know, and with some of the youngsters out here, if they ever get the opportunity to experience, is that when you're in training camp, you're a DB or you're a receiver or whatever, you're not only competing in your position, you're competing in every position. You're competing against a wide receiver, a backup wide receiver. You're competing against the backup running backs. I was just talking to my partner, D'Angelo Henderson, man, played out at Coastal, man, had time, got drafted by Denver. And me and him, man, ran into each other right out near Atlanta. And we were just talking about the NFL experience, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because he was in Minnesota doing about the same time I was there. And, we like, man, so many great players there, bro. You got to find your niche somewhere. And special team is one of them things that, man, it's just like, it's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? One thing about special team, you can make the team just purely off hustle, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many guys. 'Cause like you said, you're not only competing in your position, you competing against everybody in other positions, and you competing against the guys in Canada. Understand the guys at the CFL playing games right now that get looked at by the CFL. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to come over here and they scout trying to take you over there. Because anybody know if you ever been to an NFL practice or had a chance to be in an NFL practice, them CFL scouts there every day. You know what I'm saying? And they know the guys that's on the fray of making the team and not making the team, man. So,
got you. So they be there watching. They be
definitely,
NFL
man. They definitely got a pass, man. They be right on the sideline, man, taking notes. So as soon as you get, you up out of there, whether you cut in the first 90 to 85 or the first 85 to 80, or do you just get cut? Those last 80 and they cut it down to 53. You know what I'm saying? They own you. You know what I'm saying? They own you right then because they feel like, well, he was already here on this NFL level. We're gonna try to, get him over to the CFL. But anybody that been over there and played, they know it's a different experience, man. I've never went to the CFL, but I've heard it's totally different. You know what I mean?
It's funny you say that. How's it different?
I would say by the people that I've talked to different people that have told me, it's just a different experience, man. Just for the amount of American players they can have on the field.
Yeah.
I think like the field goal post may be up. The field goal post is like at the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just totally different, man. Of course, the pay is different. So at the end of the day, it's about dollar signs. Cause now you grown men, you ain't playing with scholarships no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us got families out here, man. A lot of us, you got people depending on us. So the money is totally different, bro. You know what I'm saying? The money is totally different. You might make 8 bands a week, you know what I'm saying? Out there in the NFL when you might not make but 60,000, in the CFL total for a whole year. You basically can find a job and make that out here. You know what I'm saying? But you're doing what you love to do, so it's never a job. But there's just the things you got to juggle in your mind if you're gonna keep playing or you're not.
Yeah. It's funny you say that when you brought up how the CFL scouts they actually go to NFL practices.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people know that the CFL they got tryouts year round in America, basically looking for talent. That pay people come in, they pay like $100 and they get a tryout.
Right.
From your experiences, what do you think about those tryouts?
I mean, honestly, man, I ain't never really been in them trials like that before, but I know a lot of people that went, and to me, man, I mean, not to knock the CFL hustle at all because they money, they league need money, and their coaches need money to travel, but they know who they going there to see. It's 300 guys here, but they ain't here to look for 4 guys. Yeah, everybody else is a money come up. $100 try, $100 try. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got 400 people paying $100.
Yeah,
you done made. You know what I'm saying? What 40 racks or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
To go watch some people try.
Just go watch this for a day. You done made 40 racks. Now all your travels paid for. A lot of stuff. You taking all that money back to Canada just to look at 3 or 4 guys. Yeah, and that's how it's kind of be, man. I tell anybody, if you got a dream of trying to make it to the league, and bro, you was a pretty good college player. You got some good film out there, man. Yeah, man, give him one to get you a good enough agent, man, that has some experience. Sometimes you can't go get the best. I couldn't go get the best, but I had an agent, man, that was a former coach of mine. You know what I'm saying? That coached me, that stepped out of coaching and went towards being an agent, man. And he kind of steered me throughout the process, man, and it worked out for the best, man. It was all a blessing.
That's cool. All right, man. So, like, what do you think? Like, how do you prepare for these opportunities in the NFL? Because like you said, it be days you only get like 1 or 2. You said you might get in once or twice the whole practice or the whole scrimmage team.
I mean, it might be in team period. I mean,
that's crazy. How they expect you make the team like that?
I mean, of course, everybody how they you get your one-on-one periods and your team period, but you got to make with a guy like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm fresh off the street. Was working the job, and I'm out here in Minnesota amongst the guys like at that time it was Stephon Diggs was there, Adam Thielen was there. I mean, but a lot of guys that I competed against on your second tier guys like Chad Beebe and it was a host of other receivers, man. But you got to make your niche in the one-on-one periods because one thing about them coaches, they know if you can play one-on-one coverage, they know you can play your zone coverage. And anybody that was in Minnesota that knows Zim's defense, man, Zim gonna play. He gonna run a lot of man-to-man. You know what I'm saying? That's why you seen guys like Rhodes be so successful, and then he got unsuccessful when they started playing a lot of, like a lot of zone concept, because it's just not his game. But to get back on, on subject, man, you just have to go out there and dissect. Every player has his own story. You have to dissect every play, and really just just lock in, man, every day. It take that mental focus. It take a physical focus, man. Because one thing about it, man, I tell people when you get to the NFL level, bro, it's not a contact sport no more. It's a collision sport. It's a car accident type sport. Man, these guys, I done seen guys get hit. You know what I'm saying? In my brief experience, I done seen guys get hit, bro, and practice be over with. You know what I'm saying? In a certain live period, because people that had the experience in the NFL, they understand that it ain't no, it's no like live. It's like third tempo. So anybody know third tempo, man? We just wrapping up, hitting these guys, make a good lick and go. But we got live periods out there, man. We got some live scrimmages, and it can get nasty, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, but you paying these guys millions of dollars, so you try to keep their bodies in the best shape. You know what I'm saying? And healthy as possible. So.
Gotcha. Make a lot of sense. Now, since we're on the subject of preseason and you're making the team,
right.
Who you think gonna start? Because we know Cam gonna make the team. Mac
sure.
Jones gonna make the team.
Oh yeah.
Who gonna be the starter, and how long you think they gonna keep that job?
I mean, in New England, man. I mean, you got Belichick up there, man. Of course, he trying to replace Brady, bro. And I'm pretty sure as a coach, he got something to prove. Because Brady just won the fucking Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, without you, the first year.
In the first year in the COVID season, and them boys probably, with that whole 22 coming back, they probably look to do it again.
Yeah.
So man,
I heard they got the best receiving core basically ranked in the league.
AB look good. Like I see, I watch a lot. Try to get a lot of the, I'm trying to watch like a lot of the highlights. I try to look at training camp. Go inside to like their telecasts in the local areas and try to look at training camp.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Itself. And man, they look good, man. But before it's getting back to to Cam and Mac. I mean, of course, man. If I'm Belichick, if I'm the coach, you got to start Cam first.
Yeah.
How can you go? That's a hard transition, I think, to
put a rookie.
Cam,
yeah.
And then you throwing Mac out there. It's easy for you to transition to Mac if Cam, if he frays somewhere in the middle, you can throw Mac in, and then Mac can kind of see where he made his mistakes and whatnot. But it's a close race now. I would say this: Cam won't be provided the luxury of messing up like he done last year, this year, because now you got a guy that they know that's ready. Because if you look at him through the preseason, man, this guy. Mac ain't no.
What kind of numbers he put up?
I mean, he been doing his thing. Like I think last night he went for like 10 for 14 for like maybe over 100-yard touchdown. But he didn't got a lot more snaps than Cam. And I think that's because Belichick probably know that.
Getting him ready just in case.
Yeah, I think Belichick know Cam is the starter. He's proven, but he want to get him the reps to make sure. And I think that maybe he may know at some point, hey, this team ain't fair. But I think the Patriots gonna be. I think they're gonna be a playoff team, man. So maybe Cam starts throughout the whole year. But if you see some type of switch in there, it's either because Cam's injured or maybe they just ain't playing up to par, as they want him to play, and playing in, who's the offensive coordinator out there? Oh, I can't call his name. I see his name used to be the coach in Denver. But, yeah, playing in his system, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if he frays a little bit this year and they come out rocky, they face the Dolphins. The Dolphins ain't no slouch, you know what I'm saying? In the first game, they come out here and face them, and, they come out 1-4, 2-5. You can see, that's the first 7 games. You can see Mac pretty early.
Yeah. That's my take too, man. I would see if he had a played exceptional. You know what I'm saying? When I say exceptional, like if we seen how Patrick Mahomes played coming into the league, even when he was starting, like you can just see that he gonna be the truth one day.
Yeah, a guy like Pat, with Mahomes, you heard about him, like you know what I mean. You didn't hear about him on ESPN, but man, if you follow your local star, like you gotta listen. A lot of people, if you really want to know what's going on with the team, and listen to the local reporters out there every day that see training camp. Yeah, like you heard about Mahomes at practice. Like this guy's he's lighting up, he's thrilling it up. It was only a matter of time till he came in. You know what I'm saying? And Mac Jones, I heard, I hear he's doing pretty good, at practices. I heard he lighting up. And then, Cam had the whole COVID thing where he had to sit out 5 days. Yeah. If you're a starting quarterback and this guy on your heels, dog, you don't want to sit out at all. No, you don't want the coach to see you no more than what they got you.
Definitely. This my thing. I feel like if he was on some GOAT type of level, like a Lamar Jackson, like a Russell Wilson, like a...
Oh, so they the GOATs.
Yeah, they some GOATs. Like what I mean is...
I don't know, man. Hey, them boys some great players, but I think we throw that word GOAT around a little bit. We throw it around a little bit too loosely.
All right, I got you.
Little loosely. You right. And there ain't no hating, man. I'm just saying, bro. You got to... You know what I'm saying? And them guys are great. Lamar is great.
And that's my
Russell
thing.
Wilson is great. Those are great players. But, man, you got to... Come on, now. To be a GOAT status, you ain't got to be Brady. But, man, we throw that word around a little loosely these days.
What I mean is that basically they in the class that they on. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like no matter what situation you put Lamar Jackson in, he gonna win a lot of football games. No matter what situation you put, because it done been years where Russell Wilson had the worst team in the league and they still don't went to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like Lamar still got steps to make though before we can call him the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Lamar, we know he's dynamic as a runner and he's gotten better every year as a passer. But I think he still got some.
I think he is great as a passer. I think that
he got a little ways to go in the passing game.
I don't think that's weird. I think that it's just the way they use him. I feel like
they got to evolve the offense around him too. I mean, the offensive coordinator evolving the offense around him. All that playing the key. But as we seen 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying, when you seen Tennessee with Derrick Henry, then when they went on their great run, and they come into Baltimore and they come up and get up 21-0, 24-0 early. It's hard for you to run your way back in the game and to keep that offense. You gotta go Mahomes like, you gotta go Rodgers like, and you gotta be able to throw your team back in the game. And that comes from him developing as a passer, and that also comes from the coaching staff and the organization putting guys around him. You know what I'm saying? To go get these guys. They could have went and got some guys. I know they drafted a guy out of Minnesota. They went and got Sammy Watkins. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the best for us seeing the best of Lamar, I don't think we've seen his best yet. For him, if he the GOAT already, then he gonna be a super GOAT here in the next couple of years. Because I don't think we've seen the best from him, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he reached his ceiling at all. Because if he can put together the passing game like he put together the run game, you talking probably about the greatest to ever do it. He'd already got an MVP. So already got a playoff win up under his run career. I only think he been in with 34th year maybe. Fourth year. So, hey man, before I call him the GOAT, he great. But hey, if he can put those two together, bro, the sky's the limit for a guy like Lamar.
Yeah, definitely, man. Now, we can go and skip that. I was gonna talk about Cam Newton. He went down and he chased homeboy for the high five or whatever. I felt. How you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just part of being a good teammate or something.
I'm gonna tell you one thing I have noticed since like Cam Newton has gotten hurt and he played for the Panthers. One thing I'm gonna say that I've noticed from Cam Newton that I ain't gonna say I never, but something that you hardly never notice from any athlete. This dude got the most positive attitude of all time.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You gotta be, man. You gotta be positive.
Most people not like that. Like most people will not sit there and root for somebody that's starting in position. I'm pretty sure he was doing it because he knew he's gonna come back and start and get his job. He's in Carolina. He knew he was that guy. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier to sit there and root for your backup when you know the job is yours. You ain't got nothing to lose. But even last night, even with going on with this Patriots situation where he knew his job was on the line. He's still been rooting and saying good things about Matt Jones, and that's something that you hardly ever see from an athlete. I don't care what nobody say.
But we know as athletes, man, we always gonna talk good, and we always gonna talk good.
I think I think either he means or he actually tries to mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Cam. Man, like I said, I don't know Cam personally like that. I had my first experience was in Carolina, man, and a guy being on the back end of the roster, man. I didn't deal with Cam a whole lot at all, but just from my observation of him, man. Just my observation from just a guy that's out there trying to grind and fit into a space. I feel like he was a guy, man, that he's a very positive guy. You know what I'm saying? He fun to be around. You know what I'm saying? He can be a little boastful and bragging, but who ain't when they balling at the top, when you at the pinnacle of your life and you balling. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Cam now, maybe him in New England, maybe he's come off of the Mount Everest. You can say he came off Mount Everest a little bit after being in the MVP, after being in the Super Bowl, and now he's not in Carolina no more. After going through some injuries and stuff and whatnot, and even facing COVID last year. Maybe that's kind of humbled him to a point where now he's appreciating everything around him. That's even the backups, even the competition. Because when you're in Carolina, there's no competition. I don't care what nobody say. Wasn't no competition for Cam there. I mean,
I thought you meant for the organization.
No, I'm saying
for Cam.
For his job.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now when somebody come try, because it ain't written in stone, but it's gonna be your job in New England. And if that was the case, they want to draft Matt Jones a 15 overall pick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now if Cam go out and ball and do his thing, eventually they'll get off.
This is my own thing about Matt Jones.
The future though. Sure.
This is my own thing about it. He might be the future. We're not gonna sit here and say he's the future because I feel like we don't know if he elite yet. Because he hasn't proven anything yet.
Well, we don't know none of them guys who came out who elite yet. I mean, yeah, we do. Was elite.
Yeah, we do.
Who do you know was elite?
We know Justin Fields elite. We know that.
I can't say that, man.
Man, we know he elite.
You understand? The man that balled out in the preseason. And Justin Fields was an elite college player. for sure. But I mean, you gotta understand everything he doing now. He doing against backups, dog. He ain't went out there against the first team and got them first team reps. Because understand now,
he ain't playing that one first team game. First team.
I'm not saying he not a win against a lot of first. He has won against some first teamers by now. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of preseason is scripted, bro. And when I say scripted, I mean you got we gonna run these certain plays with this group. We gonna run this certain play with this group, and we may blitz, we may not blitz.
Okay, so
come first.
It ain't no real game,
right? I mean, it's a game, but like I said, it's
scripted.
It's scripted by who we're gonna play.
Yeah, by what playing time and reps and what they want to see them do.
Different stuff.
I got you. It ain't really
right.
It ain't
and
really.
Nagy, who's the head coach, probably want to see Justin Fields do a certain thing. And these guys are playing zero coverage.
I got you.
In a lot of the games, they're playing man to man coverage because they're trying to see what guys can hold up man to man.
Got you.
So. With that being said, a lot of times these guys playing man-to-man coverage, zero coverage, and their back is turned.
It's easy to run,
so he can just take off and run. So now these defensive coordinators ain't put together no schemes in playing like a cover 7 and a cover 2 or a cover 6 and a cover in a Tampa 22 2-man or something, and he got to think now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing a lot of thinking.
I mean, and if that's true,
all over again
if that's true, there's even more reason why, like I said, Mac Jones hasn't proven himself yet. And this is my biggest thing.
I think Mac Jones is the most rated right now, though, because he can.
He the most who?
I think he's the most rated to star right now. I'm not saying he's the best talent at all.
Probably because
he's the most rated
system.
To star.
He probably system.
He played the system.
System quarterback.
He can process the defense and get the ball out of his hand quick.
Don't get me wrong.
For what we done seen from him right now, he can process it and get it out.
If you're really good at the basics at quarterback, you always gonna be ready. Let's be real. If you're really good at the mechanics and the fundamentals, and you really good at reading defense, and you know the quarterback position, you always gonna be ready. Are you gonna be elite? I'm not gonna say you're gonna see him. You're gonna be elite,
but you'll be good enough.
Yeah, but you gonna be ready. You're gonna be ready than somebody who just out there playing off talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, like I said,
and so
and we know
Cam Newton playing off.
He's more talented
because Cam has no
no
skill. He has no quarterback footwork. His accuracy is terrible. He has no mechanics.
I'm not gonna say he ain't got no skill. He has gotten better. Cam is a different type of talent. With you.
Cam
his skill has got better.
Cam is the only quarterback that. I'm saying, bro, Cam literally be throwing the ball and getting his receivers hurt. Like he'll throw the ball, I've
seen him.
He throw the ball, and the dude will come across the middle, and it's like a linebacker sitting right there, and like he gotta catch it, or he gonna get cut. So he about to just eat this concussion.
Yeah, Cam ain't never, but like I said, Cam, I ain't never accused Cam of being the most accurate. But I mean, if you play football, bro, and what's what we.
He just out there playing off talent.
Sometimes you gotta take them hits. Bro.
You're right, but I'm saying people take them hits a lot more playing with him. You feel me?
I mean, you can look at a guy like Greg Olsen and say, man, he got beat up a lot up on the Cam, but hey, man, that's just nature of the game, man.
Yeah,
nature of the game.
Now,
you get beat up. Hey, you got guys. Look at Odell. He played outside the numbers his whole career. Yeah, he been beat up a lot more than Edelman.
Yeah,
in the last couple of years, Edelman, of course.
Yeah,
of course, age and attrition took a toll on his career later on, but hell, man. Odell playing outside of numbers, man, and having acute leg injuries, man, ACLs, all that. So,
definitely. But my thing is, like, I feel like Cam out there playing on natural talent, and with that being said, last year he was like one of the bottom of the quarterbacks in the NFL. Like 30 quarterbacks is ranked better than him, or like he was he was like the worst 5. He like the worst 5.
What you call that? Passer rating, whatever.
Yeah,
I think it was like 30. Pro Football Focus like ranked him 31 or 30. There's 32 teams, or 31 out of 32.
Yeah, and see, this what I'm saying.
That's why I said he won't have the luxury to be that bad this year because he had Hoyer and Stidham behind him.
I got you.
This got Mac Jones behind him this year. They drafted that guy for a reason.
Yeah, this all I'm saying though. If Mac Jones is barely playing better than the worst starting quarterback, I mean, does that say a lot about him?
Nah, but I don't think.
I mean, I see he was out there playing better than Aaron Rodgers or playing better than.
Numbers don't tell the whole truth though, Blue. I don't think Cam is the worst starting quarterback.
Yeah, definitely.
He ain't the worst starting quarterback.
He ain't.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's a respect level, not to call nobody sorry, because them guys are NFL, so all them guys good.
Definitely.
But Cam Newton is better than Daniel Jones in New York.
You know what I'm saying?
He was better than. I think he was better than Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
and with the Jets last year, you know what I'm saying? He was better than some guys, man. You know what I'm saying? He was better than some guys, but in Cam
might be better than Baker Mayfield. What do you think? I don't know. Nah, Baker Mayfield legit. So
the jury's still out for Baker, man. You know they running the football with Chubb and
you right. He got all
his
them weapons.
backup, you know he got a lot around him right now, but the jury's still out for him. But for what it's worth, you know, hey, he done started balling in the system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, coach, officer coordinator that was in Minnesota is now the head coach out there, man. Damn, I can't even call his name either. But off the top of my head, but hey, he done came out there and got his hands on Baker, man. And, Baker's starting to elevate that contract coming up, bro. So hey, it's time to eat.
Yeah. Now
you know they my dark horse for the Super Bowl actually this year. If I had two dark horse teams, man, AFC dark horse, man, Cleveland Browns, and in the NFC, man, the LA Rams, man.
Now the Rams, maybe I don't know about the Browns, man.
The Browns,
they
stacked, bro.
I understand. They the Browns though.
Hey man, it's a new league. They was the Browns last year, knocked off Pittsburgh in the first round.
Pittsburgh, talking about depleted Pittsburgh.
Man,
where everybody was hurt.
I'm just saying, bro. Hey, it's the NFL. Everybody hurt in the league, and hey, if you step out on that field, ain't no excuses. This is why you got backups. This is why you had me trying to get a backup job.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I'm trying to get a star job, but you know, man, coming off the street, bro, I'm trying to get a backup job. So that's why, hey, you got to be well coached up. And Tomlinson, you know, in Pittsburgh, always have his guys well coached up, man. But hey, man, Baker Mayfield, man, I think he best is yet to come to him. But Lamar Jackson definitely the best guy, you know, come out of that class so far, you know. But
yeah,
I mean, my guy right now, who I'm high on, man, is the guy in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he pretty good.
Josh Allen, man.
He really slept on.
Josh Allen is a guy. He has just as enough good an arm as Mahomes. His arm may be stronger than Mahomes. That's why he struggled with a lot of. Notice a lot of these guys with big arms, they struggle with accuracy. Yeah. He struggled a lot with his accuracy, but now he's he coming along, man. And then he got a for sure number one receiver out there, Stephon Diggs, and other guys to kind of pair with him. Man, Buffalo. I'm telling you, bro.
Watch out for him.
Watch out for him.
I mean, he had to watch out for him last year. I don't think they're going to get it done, though.
I think the division's going to be a little tough this year because Miami going to be tough. They went 10-6 last year and had the second overall pick. You know what I'm saying? And they added Jalen Waddle, and Tua. You know, they had a season to get up under his belt. So we'll see how they do.
We're going to see what he do.
New England going to be better. No matter who the quarterback is,
they're
going to be tough. With them playing 17 games, I think I see New England going 9-8, 8-9. They almost finished 500 in the NFL. That's damn good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the NFL. It's hard to win any ball game in the NFL. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, we was talking about Baker Mayfield earlier. You know, they compared Gardner Minshew to Baker Mayfield. With that being said, did you hear about what they traded him to?
Yeah, man, I heard they traded Minshew to Philly, man.
So what you think about that?
Oh man, I mean, I don't think it'll threaten Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll threaten his job. And I say this because of this, because if that was the case, if that was gonna threaten his job, you know, so they would have never got rid of Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? They got.
I think they just got rid of Carson Wentz because they knew they was tired of they had to move on from him.
But they really didn't have to move on from him. They got rid of Doug Peterson, who Carson Wentz said was the problem, who was the issue, and then they still let him go too. So now they're like, okay, to me, it's like they're giving full range to Jalen. It's like, okay, man.
So why do you think they brought in Gardner Minshew? Because Gardner Minshew, you know why they trade.
You need a good solid backup, man.
But you know,
in the NFL, your backup quarterback is just as when it comes to a backup position, the backup quarterback is probably most important out of any backup position, other than probably your tackles, and your offensive linemen. He's probably the most important, man, because any given day you can go down. Any given play could be your last play. So you need somebody that's fairly capable,
So hold on,
getting
man.
Thing, making them run.
So why do you, if that's true, which I'm not disagreeing, why do you think that the Jaguars traded him away?
I mean, you got Trevor Lawrence there.
Exactly.
You got a number one overall pick there.
Exactly.
You got probably the best guy coming out of the draft.
So basically, he's solidified then, right? And they know who they get. They know who they got. Yeah, so they don't want him. They don't want him to.
Look, I don't think Gardner Minshew was ever a threat to Trevor Lawrence.
So why they trade him then if he's such a good backup?
I mean, sometimes he might have requested that trade.
Why do you think he did?
Because he knew he wasn't gonna start.
And so, what does that say about him going to Philly?
But what I'm trying to say is that we know that Jalen Hurts wasn't the guy that Trevor Lawrence was coming out. Maybe he can go there and compete in Philly.
Yeah. Because
Jalen Hurts wasn't near the passer that Trevor Lawrence was coming out of college.
I got you.
Now what Jalen Hurts is transformed to be now over one season, over the off season, that's we yet to see. We gonna find out. But hey, injuries happen every day, bro. Injuries happen every day. So
yeah, you right about that. You right about that, man. Right about that. Now, before we get up out of here, man, I don't know if you're into boxing, but did you hear about what happened last night?
Man, I see Jake Paul doing his thing, man. That's what I hear.
Dude, hold on, man.
I'm a boxing guy, bro. I boxed for a few years, man, before I started playing football.
I'm gonna tell you something, man, about Logan, about these Pauls, man. They are smart people.
Oh yeah, man. One thing about the game of boxing now, bro. They done learn how to transform themselves and market themselves, dog. And Florida's led the way with that. You know what I mean? So these guys out here getting money, and they setting up mega fights. People want to see them fight, and sometimes it's more boxing, more entertainment than boxing. Maybe so. But they're smart, man. They get money. I can't knock a man getting money.
I'm gonna tell you how smart. You got to think about what they doing. First of all, Logan Paul fights who? Floyd. He know he not gonna win.
Oh yeah.
But guess what? It's payday.
It's a payday.
And on top of that, I know they had to have something in their contract saying that basically asking Floyd not to knock him out. Because I'm telling you, it was times in that match where I felt like Floyd spared him, dog.
Oh yeah, it probably definitely was, man. When I didn't look at that fight live, but. When I went back and looked at it, man, I was like, it was definitely time that Floyd could have knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, like I said, sometimes, in the game of boxing, man, I love it, but, it can be entertainment more than boxing.
Telling you, man.
So at the end of the day, it's a payday. Because somebody going to pay for me to do something. Just like if they going to pay to see something, man, why not give them a show? So I feel like, sometimes it's a show. Maybe it's not, man. I ain't gonna cast no aspersion, but we'll see, bro. I think the Paul brothers still got a whole lot more going. We gonna see the Paul brothers a whole lot more, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We gonna see them boys a lot.
They need to set me up against Draymond Green.
Hey man, the man Draymond, like he a monster now. That man, is a big guy, Blue. I ain't trying to say you can't or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you got to come with it. And maybe he more mouth than hands, but we will have to see. But I ain't gonna say what a man can't do.
All right, so check this out, man. I was watching Jake Paul and his little face off or whatever with Tyron Woodley when they was getting interviewed about this dude. Yeah. And basically they asked him why did he pick Tyron Woodley. But Jake Paul, like I said, this is why I'm saying these are smart. We know why Logan Paul picked Floyd. It's pay time. Jake Paul picked Tyron Woodley because not only is it going to be pay time, not as big as Floyd, but he finna get paid. And on top of that, he got a chance of winning. So you talking about somebody who's about 10 years older than, almost 10 years older. How old is Tyron Woodley?
I want to say he's in the 30s.
Yeah, so
30.
So you talking about somebody who's significant in the athletic world, significantly older.
Yeah, right.
And then on top of that, he don't even box. He's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, this is what I heard from fighters. I'm not saying it's true, but this is what I heard from the fighting world. People who cannot box good go do MMA.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying?
I believe that statement to be true. I can believe that to be true, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, boxing is an art and MMA is an art. But, it's two different arts.
Yeah.
You ain't good at it. Because a lot of guys, they may not have the hand speed or the hand power, but they may be hell of a wrestlers.
Yeah.
And when your wrestle game good, that make up for a whole lot. So I can see that.
And so with that being said, Tyron Woodley probably not already a good boxer. You feel me? And then he older. And he's significantly small. I looked at their size. That's what I was doing just now. Tyron Woodley's 5'9", 170. Jake Paul is 6'1", 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So you got somebody bigger than you,
30 pounds,
and who actually is a boxer. Yeah,
taller than man.
Younger than you,